Hello, welcome, and I'm so glad to be hosting this gel talk. We are calling this our CPR for our hormone health because we all could use a little pumping up, right? So I am here with my lovely friends, Peg Tucker and Angel Chandler, as we are just going to do this little gel talk every other week just to share our stories. We're going to have different people come on and share their experience with what we have found, something that has truly changed our lives. And we just want to find another platform, another way of sharing this with the community because we know that there's so many people struggling with their health these days. So we're going to do this around the lunch hour to hopefully reach more people. We are always going to record this so that you can share this with your friends and family. But I'm going to talk a little bit about this product. It is a homeopathic transdermal gel, and it's called Somaderm. And I was introduced to this just over 2 years ago. I found it on social media because I saw Peg Tucker dancing around social media and rubbing this gel on her arms. And I was watching her transform. She was growing in confidence. Visually, she was changing. In her TikToks and on social media, she was talking about the changes that she was experiencing. And I was just like pretty wowed. My background is in nursing, and I really wanted to learn about this. And so Somaderm is a homeopathic transdermal gel that we use 5 days a week, twice a day. We put this gel on our wrists or our forearms. We rub it in. You can put it behind your knees, anywhere there is thin layers of skin. And I oftentimes, my hands are very veiny, so I put it on the top of my hands, and it absorbs really quickly. And what this product does is it stimulates our bodies to start producing its own hormones again. And as we age, everything kind of shrills up and dries up and slows down. And so I call this like the WD-40 for our joints, for our muscles, for our ligaments, for our brains. It's like, as we age, our cogwheel, our brains, everything's like, this gel really like helps us get moving again, makes everything run nice and smooth. Like if our brain was a computer, it just really helps it work and compute and spit out those numbers and do all those tasky things that us moms have to do in a day. And so there are glandulars in this product that they absorb into our bloodstream, and they help stimulate our own glands, like our thyroid gland, our pituitary gland, and our adrenal glands, our ovaries, to start producing their own hormones. And there's also botanicals in here that help with our symptoms of like brain fog and sleeplessness nights. They help us focus and feel so much better. So we are going to keep this nice and brief, but each of our guests are going to share a little bit about their experience with the gel. And first, we're going to have Peg Tucker share her story. Peg, if you can share with us how long you've been using the gel and how it has transformed your life.
Absolutely. Thank you, Donna. I love talking about this product because it really has changed my life in so many ways. And when I started using this, I'm 61 now. When I started using this, I had a lot. I was juggling a lot, and which I still do. That's me, right? But I had a lot of stress that I didn't realize how poorly I was reacting to it until that got better. What I really started using this product for was body aches. I had back issues that had plagued me for 16 years. I tried everything to try and make myself feel better. So that was my main goal. That didn't happen right away. What happened for me very quickly was like, and when I say very quickly, I mean within 4 weeks. So not overnight, but I started to have a better mood and that less anxious feeling, a sense of ease, a better mood, more energy, really deep sleep. Like I wasn't a terrible sleeper, but all of a sudden I was sleeping like I did when I was in high school, and I would wake up in the morning like whoa, the night went by, but but I had energy and I had excitement and enthusiasm for the day. So I was like, okay, this is wild. I didn't start to feel my back issues go away until about the end of the 4th month. And that's when I started realizing that I was getting up. I couldn't turn my head before this. Okay. So if I was sitting at a four top in a restaurant and I wanted to talk to this person, I would literally have to do this. There was just a lot of discomfort there. So now all of a sudden I'm realizing that I can get up in the morning. My head is flexible. Now I have full range of motion. I have flexibility, and I'm comfortable all through the day. So that issue that I was looking for a little bit of relief from is no longer part of my life. That's my big thing. My skin looks better, my hair looks better, my sense of ease. I've got more muscle tone. I was always kind of lean. In my 50s, I started to gain weight, and I really, no matter how healthy I ate, no matter how much I exercised, I don't exercise to the point that you do, Donna, but I'm not an athlete, but I would always do something physical, right? And now for that little bit of, say, working with my hand weights at 61, I have muscle tone in my arms that I didn't have before. So this product has really, really changed my life in so many ways, and made me just a better person, a more comfortable person. I'm more comfortable in my own skin, and I look forward to the day. I look forward to things that I was saying, no, I can't do that because I'll be too uncomfortable. No, I can't do that. I'm not strong enough. I can't sit in a movie theater because my back will hurt. Just the little things that I was retracting from life. And now I'm like, I'm ready for life full on at 61. So that is super exciting. I want to show you really quick, Donna. I'm going to share my screen and show you my progression over the past couple of years. Can you see that? So this is the top left before the gel. I really just documented every year. I was making sure I was getting a good picture. The first picture, I wasn't in the same lighting because I didn't have that. I didn't know that this was going to change my appearance the way it did. But it almost looks to me like I've had work done, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not condemning anyone who does it, but I've never had a needle or a knife in my face because I'm a big chicken. so it's a lot of it, it looks like there's a large amount of weight loss. There really isn't. It's just that puffiness has gone away. I did lose some weight with this, but like I said, it was more of a gain muscle and lose fat situation. So yeah, I am thrilled to be able to share this. And if anyone has any questions about this, anyone has issues that are similar to mine, please feel free, get them on the phone with me. I can answer any questions for you. I'm going to turn it back to you, Donna. Thank you.
Thanks, Peg. It is just amazing to see how you have transformed. And we know that when you have a chronic pain, like back pain, how it is just like a ripple effect through your whole life, isn't it? Right? It affects your children, it affects your spouse, it affects how you do your work, and it affects your mental health as well. So I'm so glad you found this and that you continue to share this with people all over the world. And so now I would like to move to Angel Chandler. If you would please share with us your journey with Somaderm and how it has helped you.
For sure. Thank you. I love this. I love hearing you guys share your experiences, and I just love this gel talk for us girls. I think this is awesome. So I have not been on it as long as Peg. I was just figuring out now, I'm about 7 months consecutively. I did it for a few months and I actually went off for a bit because I was trying some other supplements. And when I came back on, that's when I really noticed the difference. For me, the difference that I noticed was joy. I can only put it in that word. My mood was joyous. That kind of cloud where you're going, is this brain fog? Am I depressed? Is this my hormones? Was gone, right? And that for me was huge because I'm a super happy person. And so when you hit a certain age, so I'm 44, and I realized last year I was perimenopause, and I couldn't believe it because it was like, how is this happening so young? I was like, me who was like, I live in Canada, I always want to be warm, right? All of a sudden I'm sleeping in my room with the window open in the winter. And it's like -40 outside. And I had to have like that kind of cold, right? Because I was so hot. So it was freaking me out. And, I was always fit. I was fit after my kids. So I can't use kids as an excuse. My hormones were going out of whack. I was gaining weight. I was not the same personality. My kids were noticing it. They're like, what's wrong with you? You're not the same person. So for me, solving those issues or having it help with those issues is amazing. So after 7 months on it, I am no longer running hot like that all the time. I don't have those kind of sleeps. I'm not waking up in the night with like the sheets just soaking wet because I'm so hot. That is over. I definitely, like I say, Joy, I noticed that. I have hypothyroidism. So I noticed that it's definitely helped a lot with joint pain that comes with that. Definitely fuller hair. That was one of my, one of the awful things of hypothyroidism is thin, brittle hair, right? And so I definitely noticed that change. And then also for me, one day, I think Donna, you had shared in one of your stories about crackling knees. And I was like, oh my gosh, my crackling knee is gone. Like, because that had just all of a sudden decided to come on, probably with the weight gain, right? So that for me was huge. So I'm looking forward now to experiencing these long-term benefits because we have so many women that are like, year 1, year 2, year 3, Peg, your story. I can't wait to see what's going to happen along the way, but just knowing that for women who like me, who are maybe at an age where you're not expecting these kind of changes to be, I thought in my 50s was when all this would start happening. So unfortunately it happened early, but I'm so thankful that God put Somaderm in my life because I don't know what I'd be doing without it. I probably would have been seeking out medical help, and then who knows what kind of disasters that could have caused for me, right? So I'm really just thrilled about it.
Thank you, Angel. I love that we're creating this container where we can bring other women, because this is a situation where, when we're coming upon perimenopause, we're experiencing these symptoms. Myself, I experienced menopause already. Many times we go to doctors and we're being disregarded for our experiences that we're sharing. And, guys don't feel what we feel, right? They've never birthed a child and things like that. And I think, many doctors don't receive the necessary training to address these specific issues. And so, if you have a sister, if you have an aunt, a niece or a cousin, somebody who is going through something, we all share when we go out to dinner or we're, going out with our girlfriends, everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm so hot, right? These women going through hot flashes or, creating this space so that we can share and we can, I think pictures speak 1,000 words. And when we can hear people's stories, it really impacts people and then they get it, rather than just sharing a picture of a before and after. Sometimes really hearing the emotion that people go through as they're journeying through this time. So perimenopause, it starts like sometimes in the early 30s. And so that's right where, women are having their babies and things like that. Or maybe they're just finished having their babies and they just can't lose that weight. And then it's kind of crushing to their whole, mental health. And so we really want to bring women up, bring them into circle with us, and share this opportunity to really choose something that's homeopathic, that's not going to be harmful, to your body. It's just going to, make you age gracefully. I know like one of the terms a lot of women are using right now is pro-aging, right? We want to be proactive and get ahead of the game, right? We don't want to wait until something sets in where it's really hard to go up and down those steps, right, Angel? And, that creaking and things like that. So really taking a holistic care of our body in this great container of women. I just love this. Any thing else either one of you would like to share?
I think for myself, just when you were touching on, being out with your girlfriends and having them talk about it, like we talk about those things with each other, right? And just yesterday I was catching up with a girlfriend that I haven't talked to in 2 years, like pretty much since pre-COVID, right? We just have been too busy to reconnect. And through voice message, she says, "Oh, Angel, oh, you wouldn't believe what I'm going through. I'm just running hot all the time, and I'm hitting menopause." And I'm like, my next answer back was, "Oh my gosh, you need this gel." Like it's so great to have something to share with somebody and not, hopefully help women avoid that whole, hormone treatment side of things, right? And a roller coaster that can be, if this can balance it out over time and stop us from having to go through that. I just think it's a gift to be giving everyone. And that's why I love sharing it. This has been my most fun and rewarding product to share in my 10 years of doing sales.
Yeah, I couldn't
Absolutely.
agree more. I want to add on to that too, talking about the anxiety and the stress, and the joy of being able to share this. I always ask people when they're asking questions about this, what are your challenges? What are you dealing with? 90% have anxiety, stress, depression. And that is so universal right now, especially with the world that we live in right now. And the other end of it is that it seems to be across the board, everyone talks about this sense of calm, this sense of well-being. So when you think about it that way, this is not something selfish. When you have a sense of calm and a sense of ease, you're a different person for everyone in the world who needs you, everyone that you encounter. So it's not a selfish act. It's the most heartful thing you could do for everyone around you, is to take care of yourself in that sense. So it really is a gift that we get to share this.
Yes, I love that, Peg. Thank you for sharing that, because when you started sharing your story, you talked about the stress and juggling so many things. Like, what woman doesn't juggle multiple plates, right? So many responsibilities, and we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, when it's just, we really need to find that calmness. And in a way, it's kind of hard to believe that putting a gel on your wrist could cause such a transformation in your mind, where little nitpicky things, stressful things that would trigger you before are just like water under the bridge. And so it is very simple to share when you do experience yourself, and then you see others and you're like, okay, this is a simple solution for you. So, well, I thank you both for being here and sharing this time with me. I thank our guests. We will do this again in 2 weeks at the same time, 1:30 Eastern. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Love this,
ladies.
Donna. Thanks, everybody.